is up, Shark Bites? Welcome back to another video. My name is Sharkily, and today we're going to be doing a updated account tour of my Genshin Impact account. I have been playing Genshin Impact since 2021, and I have had a few breaks in between those times, so it hasn't been particularly consistent, but we have still made a lot of progress across the roughly 4 years I've been playing. So I'm very excited to show all of you what we have on my account. I think the first thing to start off with would probably be my profile, so I'll just go ahead and show you guys that. Right now, I am using a Mona theme, but my status is begging for kokomi. If we open up the little book thing here, you'll see I have AR 60 and World Level 9, and I have a lot of achievements, but I did kind of start slacking on these achievements in the release of Natlan about a year ago, so I don't really know if the number is actually that different since last time. And there is a last time, by the way. If you didn't see my last account tour, it is available on my channel if you want to see and compare. But yeah, I have a lot of characters at the maximum friendship level. Majority of them are. There's just a few that I'm still working on, and I do actively friendship farm. I did the Spiral Abyss, and it is 36 stars. Imaginarium Theater just reset, so I haven't done that yet. And I keep forgetting to do Stygian Onslaught, so that'll get done eventually. This is my character showcase. I like to keep the same elements together in it for some reason. And I like how the 4 stars are like symmetrical on this, but yeah. I have a name card showcase here. It's just a blue and purple like setup. It's not really a gradient, it's like a checkerboard pattern. But yeah, that is my profile. A little bit about my account to get you guys accustomed to it, or I don't know what word to use there, but hopefully you understand what I mean. Basically, I am a long-term dolphin player. I usually buy the Welkin and sometimes the Battle Pass, and when I really want a character and or their signature weapon, I tend to swipe for it. Recently, I have been spending less on Genshin Impact. It's just a choice I've made. But yeah, that's an introduction to my account, and I'm very excited to show you guys what we have in store. Hi, so I figured first off we could start by going over my exploration and my quest log. So that's what we'll be doing first. If we open my quest here, you'll see I have, it's kind of full and there's a lot of Archon quests that I haven't done. I've kind of fallen behind ever since Natlan, and I also just never did this one for some reason. I really need to, and I plan to do these on streams at some point. But yeah, these are my world quests. Not a lot, but there's probably more I can collect, especially at the new resort region in Natlan. And also, if we go to my story quests, these are the ones that I have not done yet. I really need to. I especially want to get to Sijuin's again, and oh yeah, and Mizuki's. And I really heard good things about Skirk's quest, so I will definitely be doing that one soon. But yeah, as for hangouts, I did every hangout they made. I think they said something in the Nod Cry stream about not making these anymore, or at least in these formats. So I guess this is like permanently complete, at least to some extent. And these are my reputation quests. I've done most of them, but there's still a few endings that I have to get. And yeah, that's about all I really have to say for my quest log, I think. So let's move on to exploration. I will open my map here. You'll notice I was a completionist as far as exploration goes. Every region before 5.0 should be 100%. If we just look here. Yes, I even did the desert. I actually started to 100% the desert before they introduced the layered map. So that was a very interesting and not particularly pleasant experience, but I still got it done. Anything for Primo Gems. Let's go to Inazuma. This is also 100%. And yes, if you include the smaller regions that came out with the bigger ones, such as Inkanomiya and the Underground Chasm, I have 100%ed all of these too, but I haven't even unlocked the one for Natlan yet with the Underground Mountain because I'm just behind ever since 5.0. I'm slacked off a lot, to be honest with you, but now that I'm streaming more on my Twitch, link in the description, go check it out, and give a follow if you want. I will probably be getting more done just because I feel like it's a little bit more easy to do when I have people hanging out with me. But yeah, that's my exploration. Oh, right, let me show you guys the new area too. I almost forgot. This is at 31%. I'll be exploring it more too. But yeah, that's exploration and quests. So next up, I think I will show you guys my end game. Well, I am standing before Stygian Onslaught. I hope I'm saying that right. I don't actually know if I'm saying that right. But yeah, because we are going to be going over my endgame stuff. So actually in Stygian Onslaught, I've never done it in solo mode because I'm kind of lazy. I don't really have another reason. So I don't know if there's like a way to... Yes, there's a battle records. I've only ever done it... It won't save my records, will it? Oh, it does. Okay, see, I've done it in co-op, but I've never done it by myself because I don't know. I will this time though. I'll get this one done before it expires, but that's my Stygian Onslaught. Now, if we open my map, and I'll zoom in a bit, let's check out Spiral Abyss. I think if I go to challenge summary, so most of these are 36 starred, but there are a lot of... Oh my gosh, I can't think. There's a lot of times where I just wasn't playing, so I either didn't bother to get all the stars, or I didn't do the Abyss at all. And I think it's, like, noticeable, like, there's a few gaps, I think. Like, there's no 3 here. Not that many gaps, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's my Abyss record. I guess next up we can show you theater. Alright, so I'm in the Imaginarium Theater, and I guess this is a good opportunity to just go ahead and show you guys what echo trails I have. I have a few that are like unlocked, which is these two. I just haven't done them yet because I'm kind of scared to. I heard Dia needs like a DPS build and mine isn't built like that, so I'll have to work that out. And I just hear a lot of things about Raidens, but my Raiden is used for Hyper Bloom, so I would also have to get her, like, I would have to rob artifacts for her, basically. I have most of them, I think, or at least half of them. Yeah, it's probably fair to say half of them. Ningguang's, I remember being the most difficult for me. It was just really difficult to get all the placement right. And the rest of these I will probably get eventually. I just need to level 90 the characters because all of these are already at Friendship 10. So yeah, that's Echoes. For poses, I will show you guys what I have from the Thespian Tricks. And it's loaded. Chaska, the woman that you are. I have a lot of them, but... And of course I had to get kokomis, but... Yeah, I have a lot of these. There's a few that I really want to get. I want to get Yao Yaos. I want to get Chioris. I haven't seen these yet, I think. But yeah. Those are my Thespian Tricks, as they are called. Now let's go check on the theater itself. As I said, I haven't done it this rotation yet because it reset. I think it reset yesterday at the time I'm recording this. So I haven't really done anything yet. But you guys can take a look at the past performances. Like I said, haven't played every single time, so I don't have every single theater done. But as you can see, on the ones that I do play, I tend to get all the Stella. There's only one that I didn't. And these hard mode ones, I'm pretty sure they're back when the visionary mode didn't exist. So that's why they're on hard mode. But yeah, why don't we go ahead and set up a supporting cast for our friends who might need help? Who should we put? It might be good to put... I think Inefa was an option. My Mavika isn't very good, and I feel like a lot of people would have Mawika. I'm just trying to think here. It looks like Kinich is usable here. I have a pretty good Shangling, in my opinion, that I can put. I've built Yansan, and I have a C2 Yolan, so why not use that, right? I think this is okay for the supporting cast. Actually, I feel like we should put Mualani on here. Who should I replace with Mualani? Probably Arlecchino, right? Because I feel like a lot of people have Arlecchino. That would make sense to me. Alright, yeah, I think that's all I have to show you guys for my endgame review. So I will see all of you in the next section. So next up, what I wanted to show you guys is my party and my inventory. So without further ado, I'm going to open my party tab. So the first one that I would like to show you guys is my Friendship is Magic team. In reference to My Little Pony, it is my team that I use for farming friendship. It's pretty self-explanatory. These are the current characters. My next character to hit friendship 10 will definitely be Candace. As you can see, she is very, very close. Next up, we have my Kokomi Meta 2025 team, which is actually true because Llama is coming out and Kokomi will be good with her. Take that, non-believers. But anyways, this is a Taser team that I cooked up with Inefa and Mayelan and Sucrose. Sucrose is a work in progress, and I am actually making a video about building her right now in preparation for Flins, who I will hopefully be pulling. And even if I don't pull him, I guess there's like other places I can use her, right? This next team is just an exploration team. It is primarily containing Natlan characters right now because, as you saw in the exploration section, I have only Natlan left to explore, really. So yeah, Inefa is just here for sillies. I think it's just because I pulled her when I was using this team and I wanted to use her since I had just gotten her. So yeah, that's why she's there. Next up, we have this team, which doesn't really have a name or a specific category, but I would describe it as my miscellaneous party. This is usually the party that I use when I'm making videos. So in this case, I'm building Sucrose, so I made a team that uses Sucrose. And this is pretty much the template for my Flins team, and Chloron will be replaced by Flins in the future. But for now, I would like to use her here when I build her too. And yeah, so yeah, this is literally just the video team, I guess you could say. Anyways, I guess now we can open my inventory. So let's go to the weapons tab first. Free-to-plays, beware. This is definitely not something that I obtained without spending, but it's also not something I spent too much for. I get fairly lucky on the weapon banner. I mean, sometimes I lose. As you can see, there's a few standards here, including a refinement rank 3 Skyward Pride. But yeah. I'll show you guys my 4-star weapons too. I have a lot of the Battle Pass weapons, including Serpent Spine at R5. And I have some event weapons here too, like this one. And I think, yes, this is also an event weapon. Yeah, you guys can kind of see for yourself, right? I have a lot of weapons that I just straight up did not use because I haven't had a need to yet. Oh, sorry, I mean, I haven't leveled a lot of weapons yet. I have a few leveled 3-star weapons, which is interesting. I feel like the only one I really needed to level out of these was maybe Black Tassel and definitely Slingshot. It's on Sethos, so that definitely makes sense to me. I feel like there's not much to show with the artifacts tab, but I will say I probably don't have as many artifacts as the most invested Genshin players do. As you can see at the top right, I have about 1200 of them. So that's that. Next up is the monster drops, or character development items as they're called apparently. I usually don't run short on these, but funnily enough, as I worked on my sucrose video, you'll notice that I don't really have energy nectar, or just nectar as it's called, from the whopper flowers. I really need to get more of that, and that's probably what we'll be doing in that video. Next up you can see the weekly boss materials. I usually don't run short of these, but sometimes I do. Like, I need more of these, but you'll notice later that converting them is not really an issue for me. Yeah, I don't really have much else to add other than look at these crowns. I have made it a goal for myself to use these crowns of insight because, I mean, having 26, it just feels like a waste not to use them. And recently I have decided to break my rule of only triple crowning characters. It was a weird fixation that I had where if I used a crown it would be only the triple crown characters, but I've finally found it comfort in crowning what's useful, but I'll still triple crown my faves. Even if the normal attack or whatever isn't useful, I'm probably gonna crown it because that's just the way it is. Oh my gosh, I can feel my voice slipping away, guys, because I have been talking for so long. Next up is the food inventory, and what we have here is a lot of specialties. I love to make specialties in Genshin. It's something that I made a goal to do, and funnily enough, here it is. I actually made it a goal at one point to try to get 500 of Kachina's dish. It's not a particularly hard dish to make, but the process of making 500 of a special dish just really took me out. Like, you see these 197, it's not even close to the amount of dishes that I've made for this girl total, because I used a lot of them in combat. I've probably made like at least 1,000 of these dishes, and I only have 135 specialties to show for it. And it really sucks, but yeah, that is the way it is. I don't really know why I make specialties. I just enjoy having them, and I like to collect them in the birthday mail too, and never ever use them because I guess I'm sort of like a collector and a completionist in a way. It's just a small thing that brings me joy. I don't know how else to describe it. Next up, we have the materials tab. This is just my specialties. I have a lot of ore. I don't know how I have a lot of ore, other than maybe expeditions, but yeah. I have a lot of billets too, as you might notice. I actually don't know how to say that word. If it's pronounced billet or something else, I'm very sorry. But yeah, I have a lot of these because I just don't really use them that much, and I've also been playing for a long time, so I've had lots of chances to get them. I don't know why I have 360 trillion chilies, but I can be happy about it because those are Shangling's specialty. And I would like to have a lot of those just because I love Shangling. Now, something I really want to talk about in my materials tab here is my Songo pearls. These Songo pearls are currently at 466. I actually want to make it a goal to get to at least 1,000 Songo pearls. The reason for this is probably kind of obvious. It is because Kokomi is my main, and I just want to do it to sort of honor her. It's a bit silly, but like I said, just a small thing that would make me happy in this game to do. So maybe, I don't know, who knows, maybe one day there will be a Songo Pearl collecting stream or something like that. Next up is my gadgets tab. Oh no, you guys are probably gonna be like, use your parametric transformer. I will do that in just a second, I promise you. But first, I want to talk to you guys about the pets that I have. since I've been playing for a while, I have almost every pet. The only one I'm missing is one of the Sealies because I didn't play during one of the Sealy events. So everything else I have. I would like to get the yellow Sealy or pink Sealy next, I think. Now, let's use this parametric transformer so that you guys don't get too upset with me. What should we put in? Probably these fossilized shards, right? I can't see myself having a dire need of these, especially when they're so much. Now we're just gonna click through this until it fills up all the way. Okay, it'll probably just do it automatically. Yeah. Okay, this is good. I really need enhancement ore and mora because I am kind of low on those, so that's great. Alright, back to the inventory. Quest items. I have a lot of quest items, but you guys already saw the quests I have and haven't done, so maybe that is indicative of what I have if you don't want to sit here and watch me scroll through everything and describe it. I've also got a lot of ones from achievements. I think this is from an achievement, for example. Next up, we have my special items, or precious items rather. Now, remember how earlier I said that converting weekly boss drops was not a problem for me? This is definitely because I get dream solvents probably more than the average player does. I have 49 of these collected over time. Part of the reason I have a lot of these is because I rarely ever have to use them, but also I just get them regularly, I would say. You can see I have most of the oculi completely turned in, and I have the souvenirs. The only exception here really is Natlan, but I'm sure we could all guess that from the exploration section. I have this billet trove that I need to use. I don't know what to use it on. Maybe you guys can comment what I should use it on, and I'll pick from one of your comments, like the one that gets the most votes or the most comments. I don't know. But yeah, I have only 3 of the birthday cakes, and I'm very sad about it because part of the problem is that I didn't set my birthday in Genshin to be my actual birthday. It's in the right month, it's just not on the right day, so I kind of forget, hey, I need to log in on this specific day to claim my cake. But also, it's like, sometimes I'm just straight up not playing anyways, or whatever, so I forget, and yeah. I'm missing Mondstadt and Fontaine, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately. But we'll be getting Natlan soon, so that's exciting. Alright, that's pretty much all I have to show you guys for my inventory. Here's all my teapot furniture. I will be taking this moment to tell you guys that I, some time ago, deconstructed my entire teapot and made it into a hellscape for farming friendship again. So unfortunately, you will not really be getting a teapot tour because I feel like it would be redundant, especially after last video. So yeah, I just want to get that, I guess, disclaimer out of the way. And yeah, that is all I really have to say for my inventory and party setup. Well, the time has come for me to finally go over my characters and all of their builds. I won't be doing every single character just because, well, I don't have every single character built, but we will be going over a lot of characters because if I open my character menu, as you can see here, I have quite a few of them actually leveled up, but to be honest with you, not all of the leveled ones are built, so don't worry about that. Again, the dolphin status is kind of showing here, just with the amount of 5 stars that I have. Honestly, it's just that I get bored if I play the same characters for too long, so I really like that I have a lot of characters on my account. Anyways, I guess it just makes sense to start with my main here, Kokomi. Despite the hundreds upon thousands of artifacts that I have attempted to get for her, I still don't have more than a top 10% Akasha build on her, but she is still looking pretty decent. She has about 150 energy recharge, about 40,000 HP, well, it's more like 39,500, but yeah. She has her signature weapon. I would not be happy if I didn't have it. I know people say it's useless, but I just think the queen deserves her signature. So yeah, artifacts, ocean hued clam. She is constellation 1. they announced recently that they'll be giving older characters some free constellations you can unlock by doing tasks. So you bet I will be getting Kokomi to Constellation 2 as soon as possible. And of course, she is triple crowned. Now let's move on to Yelen here. Yelen is probably one of my best builds on my account, even though she is not ranked particularly high on Akasha. I don't know, I feel like her build is really nice. She has about 32,000 HP and a 79.8 to 212 crit ratio with 188 energy recharge. I know that might seem kind of cutting it close, especially when she's holding her signature weapon, but she is Constellation 2, so she actually gets a bit of extra energy from the extra skill. She is on 4-piece emblem. I got pretty lucky with her artifacts overall. I'll just click through these here so you can see. The goblet is probably the best piece even though it's not on set. Yeah, I don't know, the circlet's not very lucky, but I think I just gave her an extra piece because my other characters needed the crit stats more at that point. And talents are 688. I will probably crown at least her burst eventually, but for now, I am going to save my resources for other characters. Next up is Inefa. She is kind of a work in progress in the sense that the Nudcry set will be coming out soon, but otherwise her build is pretty decent. We have an 82.5 to 216.4 crit ratio with a bit of energy recharge. She has a little bit of elemental mastery, but I think she wants attack more, so we made sure to get a bunch of that. She's using Staff of Homa. She shares it with Hu Tao because I struggle to use Hu Tao in in-game content, so I feel like she doesn't need it all the time. But yeah, she's on 2-piece at the moment because I don't really feel like farming the other 4-piece set for her when it's just going to be replaced. C0, 110, 9 talents. Sucrose is a work in progress, and she is going to be in an upcoming Genshin video on the channel, so please do subscribe if you are interested in seeing that. Jalonin is honestly a very half-hearted build because I just don't feel the need to invest in her too much when she already does enough as she is. She has a lot of defense. She's using the Flute of Espitzel, and already you can see my point because the weapon is level 70, but I just feel like she heals enough, and her buffs come from her talent level if I'm not mistaken. But please do correct me if I'm wrong. Her artifacts are not leveled all the way at all, but like I said, I just don't feel the need to. She's Constellation 0, 6, 10, 8 talents. I really cannot explain to you why I leveled her normal attack. I guess I just felt like it. I don't know. Next up is Chiori. Chiori is a character that I wish was meta because I just think she's so awesome. And I did invest to her regardless, quite a lot actually. So if we go to click on this details tab here, you'll see she has a decent crit ratio of 88.4 to 222.1 and a little bit of energy recharge. I don't really have energy issues with her, so I just didn't really look for it too much when building her. And she does have almost 2,700 defense. I can't talk right now. And she has a little bit of attack too, but not much. She does have her signature. I forget that I need to level this to 90 all the time, so that's why it's at level 80. I just don't remember that I need to do that at some point. Her artifacts are pretty good. I think she's my second highest ranked build on Akasha. And I think the only thing holding her back is the fact that this is a defense goblet and not a geo damage bonus goblet. But these are her pieces. I'm just gonna click through them. They are pretty phenomenal. And she is C0. I did try to go for C1, but I lost to Mona on her rerun, so I just did not have the chance to do that. And talents are 666. I just haven't leveled them further just because she isn't particularly meta. But I'll probably do it eventually anyways just because I love her. It's just I'm trying to invest into other characters right now. But yeah, I'll probably come back to her eventually. Next up is Navia, one of my favorite Fontaine characters, for sure. She has 1.9 thousand attack without the other party members. She has 88.2 to 154.4 crit ratio and a little bit of energy recharge. Don't really have energy issues with her, especially when I run double geo, so yeah, not really struggling with that. She is holding my R5 Serpent Spine. I would like to get her signature one day, but this weapon comes pretty close, so I'm pretty happy with it. Next up are her artifacts. These artifacts are the bane of my existence. I genuinely don't think a domain has treated me as horrible as Nighttime Whispers and the Echoing Woods. I used to have so many Songs of Days Past pieces with crit on them, and I eventually let a lot of them go, but it was just really frustrating to get almost nothing from that domain and even strongboxing it. This goblet was actually given to me from the domain. I did not use elixirs on it, so that's probably the one stroke of luck that I had, but of course it didn't even roll that great, so I don't know, it's bittersweet. This is her off-piece sands. It's okay. I mean, it could be worse. And this is her feather, and this is probably what I meant by it could be worse because we only got one crit roll. And I don't even want to talk about this. This hurts me, to be honest with you. I'm sorry, Queen. I wish that you had better artifacts. She is C0. C2 is kind of tempting, but I don't feel like I need it. And she's triple crowned because I love her and she deserves it and she's awesome. Next up is Zhongli. Zhongli's kind of a bench warmer at this point, but I used to use him all the time. He's monologuing. He's on a shield bot build, so 40,000 HP. But because he is a bench warmer, I robbed him of some of his artifacts. So sorry about that, King. I didn't mean to wound you like this, but it had to be done for my other characters. Next up is Shanyun. Shanyun is a character I absolutely adore, and I want to triple crown her eventually, and we are actually pretty close to that point. I just keep getting distracted with other characters. So yeah, I'll probably triple crown her sometime in the near future. But yeah, this is her build. She has quite a bit of energy recharge, which is further amplified by the fact that she is on this weapon. She's on Viridescent Venerer because I feel like in a team where I would run her on Noblesse, there is another character that makes more sense to hold Noblesse. And sometimes, or rather a lot of the time, Shanyun is in a team with elemental reactions, so it just makes sense to me to run her on this set. I don't think... Did I level all of these? Oh, I still need to level her circlet. Echo experience in Mora is just something that I struggle with. This is Wanderer. I kind of don't want to talk about his build. I just got really frustrated with his damage, and eventually I just kind of robbed him of his artifacts. But I actually did pull his signature weapon. It's just on Risley right now. They kind of share it. But I did try with him. He has 888 talents, and yeah, I think he's a cool character. I just don't really like to play him very much besides exploration. We have Kazuha here. I never really invested too much into Kazuha just because I never really felt the need to, I guess. But I still used him quite a bit throughout my time playing Genshin Impact. He has 147 energy recharge, 670 elemental mastery, which I know is kind of low. And that is definitely partially explained by the fact that this weapon is stuck at level 65 of all things.
What are you doing?
Nothing. Me?
But yeah, most of his artifacts are leveled, but not all the way. I don't even know what I'm doing with this sands, to be honest with you. I don't even... Where did his goblet go? Did I steal his sands? Wait, what happened? I think I gave it to Venti, guys. Is that what happened? I guess I'll just take it back for now. Okay, well, I feel like this Kazuha is fairly painful to look at, so let's move on to my slightly less but still painful to look at, Xiao. Xiao is a character I've actually tried to farm for a lot. The main issue is that I never get a full artifact set for him, but this is his build. I feel like the energy recharge is a little low, but I usually run him in triple animo, so it works out okay. And he's got quite a lot of attack, I think because, yes, he's in a two-piece set right now. I am farming the Natlan domain that has the new set for him, but I just don't have a full set for that yet, so I haven't put it on him. He has his signature, the Primordial Jadewing Spear, Constellation 0, and to be honest with you, it's probably going to stay that way because, have you seen his constellations? But, yeah. His talents are 9, 8, 9. I'm going to triple crown him someday because I think he's super awesome. Probably my favorite male character from the Leo era. But let's move on now to Escoffier. Escoffier is a character that I made videos on before, if you want to check those out on the channel. She has 2000 attack, and I don't know why she has all that elemental mastery, because she doesn't really need it. But we have an 80 to 151 crit ratio, and a little bit of energy recharge. I really want to get more energy recharge on her because she struggles a bit with getting her burst up, but it is what it is. I don't have that luxury yet. She's using the Primordial Jadewing Spear. I have 2 of these, and I just put it on her because I just wanted some crit and attack. But yeah, she's on the 4-piece Golden Troop set. I really want to get some upgrades for her, but for now, this is like, it's okay. And she is C0, and it is 110-9 talents. Mostly invested. I don't think I really need to level that anymore. The main thing I really just need to work on is getting her recharged up with the artifacts. Next up, we have Citlali. Citlali is a character I saved for a long time, and I used a guarantee on her. She has a lot of elemental mastery, 1172. The only setback really is that her energy recharge is kind of low, but it's not really too bad most of the time. I'm usually fine, but yeah, I could get her a bit more for the occasion that I do struggle to get her burst up. She's using her signature weapon. I actually have 2 of these, and the other one is on Lanyan. She is on the Scroll of the Hero Cinder City set, because why wouldn't she be? Well, actually, I can think of a few reasons why she wouldn't be, but that's not the point, okay? Constellation 0, I would like to get C2 someday, mostly for co-op purposes. I really want that shield. Still need to work on leveling her talents up. I did make a video where I leveled her in addition to Mavwika, if you want to see how we actually came along with building her. But yeah, still kind of a work in progress. I just haven't really prioritized her because I don't struggle with her too much. But yeah, Risley is a disaster and I don't really want to talk about him, so I'm going to skip him. I can't remember my Shunha build at all, but I feel like it's like whatever. She, I didn't level her artifacts, but she has a set. She's on the Missive Wind Spear. I think I sometimes put her on Favonius Lance, but Yansun's using it right now. Oh wait, I have another one, but... Okay, let me just do this. I'm gonna do this. I think Arlecchino is using this because she shares a weapon or something. I don't know. I don't really use Arlecchino much either now that Mavwika is out. Her talents are kind of leveled, 686. Don't know why I leveled her normal attack. I think in the past, I just leveled normal attacks and useless talents just because I felt like it, and I didn't really understand how much of a waste of resources that was. Eula! I actually made a video about Eula on the channel ages ago. It's probably been over a year at this point, to be honest with you. And we did build her a bit. Actually, we did, yeah, we got her talents to 989 and all of that stuff. We leveled her weapon. But since then, just because other characters needed artifacts, I've kind of robbed her. So I don't know if it's really worth talking about her build, but yeah, let's just move on to Ganyu. Ganyu is a character that I primarily play on a melt playstyle, but I also like to dabble in freeze Ganyu from time to time. She is a character that I absolutely adore, one of my favorites to be honest with you. So yeah, she has some elemental mastery and attack with an 85 to 222 crit ratio and almost 130 energy recharge. She's on the hunter's path. I pulled this weapon specifically for her, but I also like to use it on Tagnari sometimes when I feel like playing him. But yeah, most of the time it's on Ganyu. She's Constellation 0. I don't really feel the need to pull for her constellations just because they're more for quality of life. And she is triple crowned because, like I said, she is one of my favorites. Yaimiko is a character that I love quite a bit, but I think I kind of nerfed her. Yeah, because I had to give Inefa an Electro Goblet. But otherwise, her build is mostly unaffected, as you can see here. I use her on the Widsith, and I think her talents, yes, they are 688. So pretty much invested, but not like hyper invested or anything. She's been fun to use in the past, though. Raiden is a character that I play for Hyper Bloom. I'm just gonna give that disclaimer. That's why she has so much elemental mastery. I just don't really like her DPS playstyle very much, so she's a Hyper Bloom bot. I do have the Flower of Paradise Lost set for her. Yeah, a lot of these aren't leveled just because I haven't gotten around to it. I did try with her DPS playstyle, as you can see here. She's literally double crowned. But yeah, it just didn't work out for me, so at some point I switched her over to Hyper Bloom. Kaching is up next. I like Kaching quite a bit. I think her build, yeah, she has a pretty solid build. It's just, I kind of wish she did more damage. She's using my Jade Cutter for now. I think sometimes I put it on Kirara, but yeah. Because I like to play DPS Kirara. Anyways, she's on a two-piece set, which I guess is why her stats were so good. But, yeah, she's Constellation 1. And talents are 766. Like I said, she doesn't really do damage even when you level them, so I haven't really prioritized it. I am not a Traveler player. I don't even think we need to talk about this build. Kinich. Kinich is a character I have invested into quite a bit. I love him to death. Definitely my favorite Natlan character. And I think his build is pretty good. Partially because I crafted artifacts for him, but also just because I did farm a lot for him. He has 49 to 199 crit ratio, but with the set buff that he's on, it's actually more like 89 crit rate. He has a signature because I had to treat the king. He deserves it. I don't know why it's not level 90. Did I just forget? Why do I keep forgetting to level my weapons? Oh my god. Well, this video is a good reminder for me, I guess. But yeah, this is his codex set. Could be better, to be honest with you. And I think his build is pretty good. Like, this doesn't even have crit rate, but I liked the attack on it, so it's been there for a bit. I crafted this goblet. It's alright. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest with you. And this is also fairly mid. And this is probably one of his better pieces. And this is his best piece by far. And it's, of course, the one that is not on set. Because that makes sense. Maybe Codex treats me horribly too, now that I think about it. I think I don't have any good Codex pieces that, like, blow my mind. Except for, like, one or two. And his talents are 6, 10, 6. I don't know why I leveled this. I think it's just because I want to triple crown him someday, so like, why not? And yeah, that's my Kinich. Oh yeah, goal is to eventually get Constellation 2 for him because I like him Next up, we have Baiju. I love Baiju. He was probably in my top 3 male characters for quite a long time, especially towards the beginning of Genshin's life. I don't think he's on a particularly useful set though. Still, he has 50,000 HP, 221 elemental mastery. He's on prototype Amber because why wouldn't he be? Yeah, he's on Maiden Beloved because I felt like it. I had Maiden Beloved pieces. I was like, yeah, you can have those. Why not? And it kind of helps, to be honest with you. Like, in teams where his healing is needed, it's just kind of nice. C0, 266 talents. I don't really feel the need to level his talents, but maybe I will someday. Maybe I need to. I don't know. I'm kind of bad at leveling things, as you can see here. But anyways, let's move on to Nahida. Nahida is a character that I kind of invested in, but not too much. She has 860 elemental mastery on 135 energy recharge, but she doesn't really need that, I guess, but I have it. And she's got 31 to 138 crit. I think she has a passive in her talents that gives her crit rate, so it's like, whatever. She has her signature weapon. I don't know why I pulled her signature weapon and not Constellation 2, but here we are. And artifacts, she's on Deepwood because that just is the set she should be on almost all the time. So yeah, 688 talents, and that is our little Goddess of Wisdom. We have Mualani up next. This is a character that I absolutely adore, probably in top 3 Natlan characters, or I guess I should say definitely. So let's talk about her build. She doesn't have a lot of elemental mastery, and I'd like to fix that eventually, but she does have 33,000 HP and a pretty decent crit ratio, if I do say so myself, but that is probably largely attributed to the weapon she's using, to be honest with you. I liked her a lot, so I got her signature. And yeah, she's on 4-piece codex, which is why the crit ratio is good. I'm not just rocking like 40 crit rate for no reason. I'll click through these real quick. Oh my gosh, this circlet traumatized me. Okay, I need to give you guys the lore of this circlet. So basically, a while ago, I crafted this circlet, and the problem is, you see that flat HP there? That 926 flat HP that rolled into it like every time? Yeah, so that was supposed to be HP percent, but I wasn't paying attention when I set what stats to add, so I added flat HP instead of HP percent, and considering how much it rolled into HP, I am so mad at myself. But yeah, that's the lore of Mualani's circlet. This is a goblet I got from the domain, so I need to upgrade it, but I'm not particularly picky about it either, just because it was from the domain. Her Sans is her off piece, and it's honestly not a very good off piece, so... Oh my gosh, should I switch? Should I... Oh wait, guys, I thought the crit rate was the crit damage. Wait, this is actually a pretty decent piece. Oh my god. Sorry guys, I was like, why am I using this? And then it made sense. This is like a pretty alright piece. It's kind of Thanos, but yeah. This is a nice piece too. I am a huge fan of it. And yeah, she's C0 and 810-9 talents. She will be triple crowned, rest assured. Next up, we have our adorable little Siegeween here. Siegeween is a character I think that had the luxury of 3 dedicated videos on my channel. So yeah, I think actually 2 of them were the earliest videos on my channel. So yeah, she's definitely got a history with me. And yeah, this is her build. Not really much to say about it. I put her on stringless because I don't have recurve bow. I think it's called recurve bow. She's on 5-piece ocean hue clam because I farmed that domain so much that I can afford to put her on a 5-piece. And her talents are 488. I cannot tell you why I leveled this to 4. And I can't tell you why I'm about to level it to 5 right now. Yeah, bet you didn't see that coming, huh? Okay, next up is Farina. I did invest quite a lot in Farina in the sense that I literally fished for R5 of this weapon for her. But otherwise, her build is alright. She's on a 72 to 126.9 crit ratio, and she has 163.9 energy recharge. The energy recharge is cutting it pretty close, to be honest with you. I kind of want to get like 10 to 20 more on her. But it usually works out in cases with double hydro at least, so I'm not too pressed about it. She's on 4-piece golden troop, because that just makes sense. And I don't have constellations on her. Constellation 2 is something that I would like to have someday, but you know, it just hasn't worked out for me yet. And 288 talents, because yeah, I'm probably gonna crown both of these at some point, because I like her and it would help out with the buffs and damage and all that. Alright, Neuvillette. Neuvillette is definitely a character, as we all know, but I didn't really invest too much into him, except I got this weapon right here, his signature weapon, free to play. I grinded the entire Sumeri Desert for him, and I vividly remember this is when I entered my completionist era for exploration and achievements, because I was doing all of that to get a signature weapon, and then I just kind of continued doing it after. So yeah, that's like, thanks Neuvillette, I guess, for motivating me like that. But this is his crit damage and crit rate, and he has quite a bit of energy recharge, so I really have no issues with playing him, to be honest with you. Don't know why he's on 2-piece Blizzard Strayer. I'm kind of concerned about it. I've been using him this whole time like this. Oh, I know why he's on Blizzard Strayer. Okay. So, I recently made a kokomi video. You should totally check it out. It's a crit komi video. And I think I stole his artifacts to make that video. So, that's why that happened. So, I just need to find his sands again, and then we'll be all set. Yeah, it's right here. His build isn't very good, to be honest with you, but it gets the job done, so I don't care. Nilou is a character I love, one of my favorite Sumeru era characters. Absolutely phenomenal, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. She only has 61,000 HP because I don't have her signature weapon. I'm pretty sure it would give me a lot more HP, but I might be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure it does. And she's on 2-piece HP. 2-piece HP because I think that's like the best way to build her. C0 and the talents are the funniest thing ever to me. It absolutely blows my mind that you could just leave her at 1-1-1 and it's fine. Like, normally I would triple crown her because she is one of my favorites, but the concept of having a character that does so much at all level 1 talents is so funny, and I don't want to change that. So yeah, next up is Mona. I think that sometimes I build Mona for Bloom, but right now she's just using 4-piece tenacity, I think, just like thrown on her. But usually when I play her, it's for Bloom because there's like literally not a lot of cases I would use her otherwise. She has C3. I got that pretty recently, actually. I leveled her burst because I used to use her as a support, and now I don't. Now she's like relegated to occasional Bloom duty, but yeah. My Malvika is pretty terrible, to be honest with you, but she's Malvika, and it doesn't matter because she will do lots of damage anyways. 1.6 thousand attack, 187 elemental mastery with a 86.7 to 211 crit ratio. And she has a little bit of energy recharge, which I don't know why she has that much because she literally doesn't benefit from it whatsoever. I got her signature weapon because, yes. Like I said, I built her and Sweet Lolly in the same videos, so if you want to check those out, go ahead. I definitely need to upgrade her artifacts because these are, I mean, some of these are okay. This is okay. This is pretty good because like that's crit rate at 14. I'm okay with this. I just feel like it's only one good substat. And this is alright too. Wait! Her build actually doesn't feel that bad to me. It's probably just the circlet that is really holding me back. I feel like. But I still could get more crit rolls. She could still definitely be better. She's Constellation 1, and these are her talents. I did invest in her just because she's so strong. And yeah, Arlecchino is awesome and cool. So naturally, I rewarded her for being so awesome and cool by giving her this weapon earlier, as you saw. But anyways, 42 elemental mastery, 2123 attack. I don't know what happened with her crit. Did I rob her? Oh, I know what happened with her crit. It's because she's on a different weapon. Who is using deathmatch? I'm gonna give Arlecchino her deathmatch because I just think it'll work out if I do that. She's C0. I never really felt the need to get C1, even if the quality of life would be nice. And those are her talents. Okay, Lenny. Lenny was kind of an impulse pull. I thought his playstyle was fun and cool, so that's like the main reason I got him. I'm kind of neutral on him as a character. But now I don't really use him at all ever, and it's kind of sad because I also pulled his signature weapon. But yeah, this is his stats. I never really got good Marichose pieces, and these aren't even leveled, so I don't really know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you, but I did try with him. As you can see from the talents here, I did invest into him briefly. Okay, where are we? How far are we into this list? Okay, we've come quite a long way. We're over halfway. We're over halfway. Okay, we're almost there, guys. I can feel my voice dying again. I waited a bit to start this section, and now my voice is dying again. Anyways, I love Dia. Dia is awesome and great, and she is my favorite Sumeria character, absolutely. But I don't really use her much just because she doesn't have much utility for me. But I do use her sometimes in burning teams and in vaporized teams with Mualani. So that's the thing. I don't think she's really built right now, though. I put her in Skyward Pride. I feel like that's just what the game wanted me to do, because when I was pulling for her weapon, I lost to this. So they're just like, yeah, this is the weapon you should run on her. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what these artifacts are. I really need to fix her builds. She's Constellation 3. I'm actually quite happy about that. I hope she's Constellation 6 someday and I can use her as a DPS. And talents are pretty close to being triple crowned. And I will triple crown her. I don't care how much of a waste of resources you think it is. You think we make good decisions on this channel? No. Alright. Now let's move on to Queen Yoimiya. Yoimiya is super awesome and I love her, and she is my second favorite Inazuma character, second only to Kokomi. And, you know, Kokomi is pretty hard to beat, so yeah. She has quite a lot of attack, but not a lot of elemental mastery, and I really would like to fix that someday. And I think she's being robbed of her artifacts or something. Yes, she is in fact being robbed of artifacts. So we're just gonna give her this. Or what should we give her? I think we should give her this, to be honest with you. Or this. Let's give her this. Yes, that is the decision. Sorry. Okay, back on track. C0, triple crowned. I triple crowned my faves, as you know. So of course she's triple crowned. And these are her updated stats now that we gave her a circlet again. I want to use her with Seat Lolly. I need to do that at some point. I've been meaning to, and I keep forgetting. Hu Tao doesn't have her weapon, and I kind of don't want to talk about her build anyways. This circlet is like an inside joke with my friends because it's so atrocious and copium, and it's all I have, unfortunately. But yeah, her build is just kind of eh. But she is triple crowned in addition to having her skin, so yeah. Also Constellation 1, I wanted that quality of life and slight DPS increase, so she has that. Overall, her build isn't too bad. It's just, yeah, like I said, the circlet is super cursed. I'm gonna skip over Klee because she's not built. She's never really been fully built, as you can tell from these talents. But, yeah, she's always been like a half-hearted project, and I'm kind of sad about it because I love Klee, and I want to use her more. But I guess it's just the meta just does not work in her favor. But, you know, I can probably still work something out to use her in the overworld and stuff. I'm also gonna skip over Venti because my Venti is super mid. I'm skipping over Jean and Chi-Chi. Alright guys, I've been thinking for a while about making a DPS Chi-Chi video, so you guys should tell me if you want to see that in the comments, and we'll totally build her all the way. And I think I robbed her of some of her artifacts. I was gonna make like a DPS build on Oshihu Clan because I was like, I gotta do something with all these crit pieces that I'm getting on this set, so yeah. Which is also why she's on Miss Splitter. Yeah, she's on Miss Splitter. I've been planning this DPS Chi-Chi thing for a bit, so tell me if you guys are interested in that. And kind of level talents. Yeah. Okay. Tagnari, is he built? Is he built? Kind of. I think his sands is missing. Then who is using his sands? Maybe he oh, I think he shares it with Ganyu, that's right. Yeah, when I'm not playing Ganyu, I'm playing Tagnari. That makes sense. C1, 886 talents. Yeah, I use him occasionally. Child is a bench warmer. He has always been a bench warmer. I'm sorry, King. I didn't really want it to be like this. It's just the way things turned out. I couldn't work against the tides of fate. I'm very sorry. D-Luke is like, I bought his skin because it looks freaking cool, but I never built him, and I don't really care for playing him. So, yeah, I think the only case I would ever play him is like in a Shenyun pledge team, but yeah, I'd rather use Gaming, to be honest with you, for that. Chlorond is a work in progress. I have always meant to build a Chlorond in a video, but I keep getting distracted, so yeah. I think I said that earlier. I don't even know anymore. I have Aloy, and that's all that I really have to say about her. I just have her. Okay, so now we can finally move on to the 4 stars. Ningguang is a character I actually invested in, as you can tell from the fact that she's level 90 and I have her Echo Trail and all that good stuff. Her talents are mostly leveled too. She's C6, and she's using Solar Pearl. I think her artifacts are being used by other characters right now, but yeah. Lanyan is a work in progress. I do plan to build her eventually, because I gave her my second copy of Sweet Lely's weapon, as I told you earlier. But yeah, she's just a major work in progress, because I keep getting distracted, but yeah. Layla is one of my favorite Sumeru characters as well. I think aesthetically and as a character, she's just super great. So yeah, she's level 90 on a Favonius sword, on 4-piece tenacity of the Millilith, C5, please, please, please give me C6, please give me C6, I'm begging you. Talents are mostly leveled. I'm probably gonna crown her shield at some point, but yeah, pretty awesome, and I like that she can shield in co-op, and yeah. Sarah is another character I've invested into, and I usually actually run her on Aqua Simulacra, but it's being used by Fischl right now, so I think her, yeah, I can probably give her a circlet right now that's like not being used. There, she has a circlet now. Everyone applaud. Everyone be happy for Sarah and her newfound circlet. Alright, here's Fischl. Love Fischl, she's super great. So this is her build. We're just gonna click through it. She's on 2-piece because, I don't know, there's only so much golden troop to go around, guys. C6, 8, 11, which is technically 8 also, I think, and this is technically 6, but it's also 9 because of constellations. So yeah, Fischl, that's Fischl, the fishiest Fischl of all Fischls. Xiangling, this is my favorite 4-star, guys. I love Xiangling. And I hope she never gets truly power crept. I hope she stays haunting your team comps and all of that forever. I am manifesting Xiangling into your life permanently. Okay, but like all of that craziness aside, she has 227 elemental mastery and a little bit of attack. It's not a lot, to be honest with you. I am making do with what I have. She has 248 energy recharge. I like for her to function as a solo character, so that's why it looks like that. And 69.5 to 115 crit damage. I feel like it's really hard to get a good crit ratio on her, so like, I'm okay with this, to be honest with you. She's on Engulfing Lightning. You know how I told you I swapped right into Hyper Bloom? I was like, okay, I'll just give this to Xiangling. And I like it. I think she deserves it. And yeah. But I don't think there's a Engulfing Lightning leaderboard on Akasha, so I don't really know where my strongling stands. Unless they added it. They might have added it by now. I don't know. 4-piece emblem, Constellation 6, and I will triple crown her. I need to triple crown her. That huge speech I gave is not in vain. She will be taken to the maximum potential. And I think that's all I really have to say for most of my characters. The only other ones that I think I can really note are Bennett, Farzan, Kirara, and Anson. Those are the ones that are built, at least to some extent. And Kirara is actually a DPS, but I think her artifacts are not being put on her right now. And Bennett is Bennett. I'm actually going to level 90 him soon. I just need to craft these pyro gemstones and all that. But yeah, I don't know why I've had a level 80 Bennett all this time. It's just, it is the way it is. I also switch him between this weapon and Aquila Favonia quite often. So yeah, it just depends on what I'm doing, I guess. How much comfort I want, because I don't quite have enough energy recharge on him, I feel like. I feel like mentioning, even though Kachina isn't really built, I did make a video about her, if you want to check that out. It's a work in progress build, but I did invest in her a bit, and I'll probably continue in the future. Might also be worth mentioning I want to invest in Sayu at some point. That is probably it. Is there any other character that I want to invest in? Oh, yeah, Gaming and Chevrus. And maybe Cookie Shinobu. Well, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, because my goal is to eventually invest in every single character. But whatever. Okay. This section is over. And with that section concluded, I think now it's time to say goodbye. I will do all the YouTubery outro stuff now, so thank you so much for watching the video. If you stayed until the end, I just appreciate it so much. Thank you for your time. Subscribe and like the video if you would like to see more content. It really helps out the channel, so yeah. But even if you don't, your view is more than enough. I also have a channel membership if you would like to support me financially. It would mean the world to me. There are 2 tiers and you can pick from one of those. Special shout out to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. Lastly, there's a Discord server linked in the description. It's small, but we talk there, I promise. We talk about games there usually, but there's also some memes and stuff, and yeah, it's just a pretty friendly community, so don't hesitate to stop by. And I think that's all I really have to say. Stay tuned for more Genshin videos as well as other gacha games, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!